Well, hello everyone, welcome back on into Farthest Frontier in this wonderful settlement that we are creating. It's beautiful, it's beautiful. Just want to let you know that in the last one I did say that I wanted to get in a little bit of paving here just to blend in our bakery and school a little bit better, so that's what I've gone ahead and done, and it looks fantastic. We are 21 years in, food still relatively low again, 5 months worth, but the spoilage we're working on, we've just about got onto the preserves. So looking pretty good. We've got enough glass bottles if you want to make more as well. So I think mostly it's going to be veg that gets done and the fruit, as we're not really picking that many berries. It's not worth the hassle. So yeah, I think we're going to go into a fourth farm or another. It may well be another arborist, if I'm honest. So I just need to pick where I want to put it. And I do think up here would be pretty cool if we continue this road on a little bit just to make it look cool, and then we go for some kind of arborist up here as well. Not convinced I need to worry too much about the travel time. The fertility is fantastic, so I think having it kind of doesn't really matter which way. I'm going to go like that, and then we'll put the circle in as well. I'll just speed it up so we're good, but thank you so much for joining me, guys. As always, really appreciate it. And I'm going to go ahead and make sure we've got enough people in the glass maker and enough people pickling up the goods when we can as well. Paper's also coming in. And yes, I did see the merchant. But yeah, we got the second saw pit on the go. So I'm going to max this and upgrade it. And we've set where we want to be with that as well. So that's all good. I think we've got the people. So not too bad. Yeah, preserve jars, sorry. Just making sure we get this right. So I did move it over. It's now over here. I'll go to 4 in there and see where we're at, just to keep the stocking going up, and we'll check in on the trader. Not that one, but this one right here. Look at that. There is sand. Yay. Finally, we have some sand, and I'll probably buy in a good amount, so we don't need to worry about it again. So we'll just grab like 500 in, and it just means we can just keep that going for a little while, and then the rest I don't think I need. I did just see luxury goods last 20% longer. No, not required. And yeah, we'll be considering, hopefully, tier 4 really soon. Just got to make sure we ramp up gold. But gold income itself is pretty good. I'm hoping we're selling books now. Still not doing it, actually. Glassware I can put back in, I think, now. What I might do is put glassware just into this one for now. Just in case. And yeah, we'll kind of go from there. But 353 on the population as well. And we'll have a quick look on the farms to make sure they're in a good place. We got flax, rust, and flax. So we'll be okay. After this yield is done, that field will be good. Everything looking good over here. So fertility is a bit down, but that's fine. And then a whole bunch of leeks that we can pick up. So the months, we should get harvest taking us up a couple more months momentarily. And I see a big immigration on its way. Caught you. That looks like about 11. So 15. Wow, I wasn't expecting that many, but yep, we'll take you. That takes us to 368. So what are we going to do? Do we continue getting gardens and stuff in for this bit? I think so. So what I'm going to do is the same as before. Oh, we can't fit it in, so we might need to go down the other route here with a couple of these. And I'm quite happy chuck in 2 of those, and then in between we're also going to go ahead and get the little urns in that we have saved spaces for. Just looking at where we can fit them, really. One there and one there. And if you remember, we did start this one off. Those 2 statues are giving pretty good desirability buff as well across the board, just for the distance they can now cover. As you can see, we have 104 100% over here, so these are ready for tier 5s as well. Fairly certain I'm going to see the upgrades coming in from this, which is good. So that is fantastic. Loads of wood, and I still don't have the field set up yet, so I'm just going to chill out on that front. Let's go ahead and plant these guys. We're going to just bring them up this way, I think. And again, I'll probably do a good old mixture like I did before, just to kind of get things going. They take a year or 2 to get kind of pumping, to be honest, but that's fine. There we go. A good mix of all trees ready to rumble there. So the second preservist. Second arborist, sorry, to stock our preservist will be in and running. So most of our veggies should be getting pickled. See that? There is a lot of greens there that we definitely want to focus up and make sure they're getting stocked in to be done. So I think I will continue this on And then there'll be the fruits that we're also getting in as well. So that should keep us good. We're still struggling with waste, but it's down to these guys right here. There's nearly 4,000 cabbages there. All right, just in the winter, another 6 born here. I was just kind of looking over and contemplating. There's a lot of upgrades going. The gardens are coming in as well. Just kind of thinking how we want to play it, really. Now, one thing is, I think we did get that rat catcher covering this, so that should be okay. Yeah, not concerned about that then. And we do want to get in some more kind of stuff here. So, bakery and stuff all good there. A couple of little gardens we can also get upgraded. Definitely want to do those. And we can do the benches. But I don't know what I want to put in. So we've got like a little bit of a garden back bit here. This specific bit, I think we're going to preserve doctors just here. So let's get it down so I don't have to worry about it. So we'll go healer's house right in here. That doesn't need a garden. And then I'm going to pop in a couple of houses around it. I'll do it there just for the desirability buff anyway. We'll leave that tiny gap there, and there's a tiny gap in there as well, so we've got a good amount of room for the goods, so we can get in a couple of urns to buff those guys up as well. So buildings coming in fantastically. We're almost at that 400 mark, so we do want to start to save up our gold where possible. Slowly stocking up, ready for sales. So I'm hoping we get lucky this year. We've been a little bit unlucky across the board, haven't we? I've got 603 on the sand. How is the glassware doing? Let's go up even more. Let's just keep that going. And then I expect plank numbers to be pretty damn good. So plank-wise, we do have a limit. I am going to go ahead and increase it to, let's say, 400. And we'll keep that kind of going. They should be able to do that with the 2 of them running. And then I can get onto furniture after I have enough for the upgrade. So it only needs 200, so we can use that surplus then. Iron, I need to check. So we are gaining, but we're losing on the actual ore itself. So we probably need to consider what we're going to do on that front as well. So we're maxed out here. There's plenty of ore. We could also get another mine. These 2, for example, are going to last a very long time. Like a very long time. But I did want to hold out until the infinite one. Yeah, mainly because of the sheer amount of people it'll take. But as long as we're not doing too much building at a time, we should be okay. But I can't help myself, you know. I cannot help myself. You'll notice that most roads are also upgraded. So I've been just pinging that as the stone amount is ready to kind of rumble as well. We want that travel time to be nice and reduced, don't we? And it looks like most of the trees are ready in the arborist building as well. So we won't go to until probably the next year. So once the trees have kind of matured a little bit. There we go. They're a good upgrade coming on these. So slowly but surely getting these ones in. A couple of extra houses. So we've got enough to match the population we require. I'll let the doctors go in anyway. And I'm not sure whether I want to hit these upgrades just yet. We have hit the upgrades on these 2. So it might be worth us hitting these. I don't want to spend too much of the gold. And to be honest, they don't even give the desirability much. So is it that bench that even gives any? Yeah, it's neutral. It doesn't even give desirability. So it's purely just for vanity purposes. I'm just throwing away gold, you know. I don't care. All right. Let's have a look at the fertility around here and what we could do. So it would make sense for our farms to come more outward. So the next one maybe being over here. We could also have it up on the hill kind of section. I don't think it's beneficial though. It's either that or we also add into farms this way, which could also give us even more honey. I don't want to go too far that way though, so maybe having a look down this way, down by the water. That would make sense. As I say, over here is a good spot actually. That will make travel time ridiculous for our stuff, but I don't think it matters too much. If I'm honest. I just like the visual aspect to it, so I'm just going to pop that there, and we'll consider that. Do need to consider this clay as well, 1,800, so we don't want to get caught out by that. And here we go. Let's see what the trader has for us. Well, nothing really. I ideally don't want to sell the baskets for that, but we also do need the gold. I might wait for the next one trade just in case. I can't see where it's coming from yet. They do typically come in from this side. No idea where they actually come from, but they do. And then we'll have a quick look at these animals that keep being born as well. So 2 cows a year, that's great. Horses are now up to 5. We're going to have to keep increasing this. I will start nicking these once they're max, and we'll make our first horse squad. We'll need a third barracks for that, though. Either that or we upgrade one of these, make that a normal company. So we're going to stick with just archers, really, and then horsemen is what I'm thinking. I might get in a small heavy infantry. I'm not sure yet. And I also don't know whether that arborist now probably will need to move at some point. Maybe I get in another one now and then delete that one afterwards. Chop down all the trees. Honestly, not too sure at this point, though. It would be good. Up here would be pretty cool. We could just have them up on the hills. Quite like this one here, though, I won't lie. Right, I think we're making enough milk to get more cheese makers in as well. I have a feeling that might be why we're getting more waste. It's milk. So I've seen how much they're producing, and then that is always a low number, which does indicate to me that it is being spoiled. Because if I look at their kind of thingy, they're always working. Not the glass one, sorry, wrong one. They're always making cheese or stocking, right? So from what I see, and I only had 2 in there, so we'll try and make that a little bit better. Here we go then. The second one did arrive. Let's see. I am glad I didn't sell the baskets because he wants them. So we'll preferentially sell to you instead then. Every single one. That's great. And not much more though. So that's kind of where we're at. All right, let's have a look at this then with it being upgraded. Let's see how it looks. Sorry, game was saving there. Yeah, that's okay. I quite like it. It's merging in. You can upgrade these ones. I do kind of want to leave them just because it merges. I don't know. It's tricky, isn't it, trying to get it right. It's a shame we can't change the color of this. But, yeah, I still think it looks cool. I think because of the break in the path, it would make sense to upgrade these. So getting those ones kind of done does make sense to me. They're pretty cheap as well. So let's do the one side and see how that looks before we move on to the next one. Just not overdoing it. And let's check desirability. Yeah, definitely looking okay. Yeah, I forgot to say, we do have the Cooper pumping out some barrels. So we made 7 in the last year. So let's take a look at where they're going. Hopefully in the food, which again is going to help. Yeah, it is. So that's going to help with our spoilage as well. So I think we're going to be able to bring these numbers down exponentially anyway. And third trader has arrived. Not a lot for us, unfortunately. So I think we try and get some of these in at least. Let's see if we can get those sold. And then we'll start to just transfer some out. So how much did we need in total? It was 5,000 gold, right? We're not that far from it. We just need to get lucky on the sales, really. Again, we could transfer in things like brick and just go ahead and sell it. I'm pretty tempted to just get rid of those Hellbergs as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and transfer the 2 in. Because we're not going to use them, so I will sell them when we have the chance to. And let's go ahead and sell every single one. So that's not bad. Okay, halfway there. Halfway there. All right, we're just waiting for it. Definitely looks better with the break in the road. So it actually looks like it should be there, right? It looks like it belongs. I'm hoping that when this gets upgraded, it goes the same color. So once we've done it on both sides, I think that could look pretty cool. But it does mean I can do something pretty funky over here, and it will look quite nice once I've got my my brick and hedge fence in, so that's good. I'm not planning on doing anything until I get this upgraded now. I am going to go ahead and get in 3 more, though, so we'll have 6 archers. I think it's probably time we get 1 more tower in, because the next attack is definitely going to be a lot stronger. So we do have a slot there. It's not the best, but it's extra. That's the way I see it. We could also remove the road from the inside and then put towers in. Be sensible, though. That is the spot right there. Although that is more elevated, actually. So let's go there. We'll go ahead and get another tower. I was still working on this bit, actually, as well, which we mustn't forget. We're trying to carve this out. It is painful, though. Also need to consider another coal mine. This one isn't that efficient. So we are just about... Our monthly change is plus, actually, so we can leave that. Just mainly iron. I think that's not too bad either, though. So we can kind of go fine. We need this to just bump up. So we will leave as is. It does say it's going down. I did put in 1 more worker in there. Maybe it needs another one. Not quite sure. I'm going to stop producing the swords as well. I thought I already did that. But let's go ahead and get 6 in that foundry. There's going to be one of the factors that we need to consider for this upgrade, isn't it? So let's go ahead and get one in there and then hit the upgrade on that one. So 3 towers plus the extra archers. I feel a little bit safer. Again, seeing where we're at in the next one, really, and hoping that we can get a nice, juicy sale of one of these items. Candles would be good. Plenty of honey. I could start making beer. The problem with the beer is I want to make sure I've got enough people. As it stands, it does look like we should be able to. We must have had quite a few grow up. Here's the brewery. Doesn't affect desirability, and it uses everything we have, so why not? We haven't put pubs in. I don't know if I will. This is something they will potentially attack as well. Would love to get it in here, but looks like, again, those houses, I don't know whether they do need moving. Right, let me just have a look at something before we go ahead and do that. Marketplace. I think I want to get rid of these 2 houses. We can move those down, so let's go ahead and do that. They may have issues with desirability as we move them, but that's ponds. We can't do anything over there. We could get them into this zone, actually. Let me go ahead and do that. It downgrades. We can make do afterwards. So we'll get both of those moved, I think. And I'm going to pop the brewery in here. So close enough to get the wheat from our stores. Ideally, though, around here would be perfect. It's always a tricky one trying to place them. It doesn't quite fit, so because I want to do fancy shapes. This is okay, but it's a building they may attack, so I think over here is best. Especially if we're going to stop them coming in from this direction. They're always going to come from these 2, so if they sit behind our kind of defenses here, we should be good. And let's make sure we're continuing this on as well. It's coming across, but it's very slow, and I'm only managing to do one at a time, as I've said. Which is always going to be a bit rubbish. There's no real way you can kind of do this efficiently, by the way. I'm going to come that way, and then that way. Yeah, you can't just do one strip and raise everything. It takes a while to build across. Alright, just to get some basic food supplies up, I'm going to dot a couple of forager shacks around just to pick up the berries and stuff knocking about. And some of the nuts. It's not, like, amazing, but it'll give us that little bit extra so we don't need to kind of worry about it. You know, they'll have a bit of travel time, but why not? Why not, hey? We'll get maybe just 2 over here, and we'll just push them out to pick up some of this stuff. Okay, those houses did get moved as well, so let's go ahead and get our beer production on the go. So, right there, next to the water well, look, that's a good idea. And let's start pumping those out. I know that's one of the best items you can sell, so at least once a year you'll have traders that will want to buy it, so it's ideal. Have a look at what the issue is here. Pondering existence. Let's reduce you down by 1, and cheese will go down by 1. As we clearly don't have the milk to do it. It's looking, I think you need tier 4, so this might be one of the first things we upgrade to get more cows. Yeah, ideal world. I want to double the amount of food we've got knocking about as well, so we should be okay though. Alright, into the new year we go. Year 23 it was, so looking good. 3 towers covering everything as well, and the buildings coming in. They're slowly but surely getting there. I have got the focus set on these 2. Just having a look over the fish and whether it's worth getting another fishery actually as well. I think it is, you know. Because I'm looking at this, and Fish Smoker is actually relatively idle. So let's go ahead and get, not a hunter's cabin. Let's go ahead and get another fishing shack, and we'll probably just stick it on here. I don't see any real issue by having that close. It is a huge lake, so why not? And then these guys, as they come in, will make sure we are foraging a good amount. So I think I want to focus these eggs and nuts this way with that one. And then this one over here, I'll probably just leave out here. There is a good amount of greens. Some greens over there. Yeah, that's good. We'll kind of do this area, I think. Okay, so this house does have a desirability problem. So we need to do something to keep them happy. That's fine. Let's go ahead and just chuck in some decorations. I think we've got room to squeeze some here. So I'm going to go ahead with one there. That one doesn't quite reach. Let's go ahead and squeeze another one there. And then maybe an urn in this little slot. Not sure if that'll be enough, but we'll see. I need the gardens anyway. And there we go. Second one done. So let's go ahead and get this one. I want it focused more on the berries and those. So let's go there. Might be able to make that even better. I don't know if we can though, because I kind of want to get those eggs. There we go. Let's see what the trader's got. Look at this. He doesn't have enough money for me to do it, but that is fantastic. Coal would have been nice. I would have actually bought that, but either way, let's get the gold in that we need. 1,600 we'll make from you. There we go. 104 to be sold. Lovely. And that is our gold requirement met. Beautiful. And a little bit in to spare. We have some herbs actually that we could potentially get across. Why not? They might sell. I don't want to get rid of them all, but we are foraging a fair few. I've noticed that you get a lot more pelts than you used to as well, which is great. And let's just wait for the next traders now as well. So as I say, I can now play and kind of buy and build what I want. We're almost there on this one. Let's just check in. So population is only 13 away. So we're just going to need some iron, which actually I think we're struggling because our iron ore is low. So let's go ahead and make the decision. So we're going to have to start mining this as well then. So iron pit. Best bet is to go in here again. I think we hit both with that one. Again. Oh, I'm going to have to do a bit of flattening. This one's the bigger one though, so let's just go ahead and hit this. That's fine by me. That should be more than enough. I'm hoping once we're tier 4, I'll be moving on to this one anyway once it's gone. So, and then the stone over there, so that's fine. He's still struggling. Isn't built yet. You'll be okay in a minute. You'll be okay in a minute. Alright, here comes the rich trader then. What have you got for me? So I'm just going to go ahead and sell those. We don't need them. And it's reduced rate, but we will do it anyway. Once again, there's sand, but we still have a good amount, so I'm not going to go ahead and buy that. Look how much glassware we have. 210. Holy crap. We could probably reduce that. That is way too many. Let's just go down by one at a time. We are going to start using it, though, because... Oh, no, you don't use it in the beer. It's just honey and wheat, isn't it? Yeah, I'm just going to let those start brewing then. I don't think we need to worry too much, which is pretty good. See there, look, beer 5 a pop as well. Okay, yeah, no use to us whatsoever, that one. Right, is our next arborist now doing its thing? So we should have some production. Good. This year's going to be a bit better, so let's get the second one in. You got a nice year ahead of you just chilling. I do notice we have a silly amount of books now as well. I'll leave the paper, but do we want to... I don't know whether we go down here. Let's 3 and 3, and let's put another one in the Cooper now. Still not moving on to furniture, which would give us some big income, but that's fine. I'll also just buy in the iron if it comes. I could turn down what we're using. To be fair, I could go down to 1. Or pause it temporarily and go down that route. Right, what are you? You're pretty close, aren't you? But not quite there. I think once this one comes in and we get this one upgraded, you'll be good. Very tempted to get our 4th tower in. I think I'm going to do it. And what better place than right there, okay? Yeah. Means we get a bit of crossfire when they're attacking the other things. And as I say, I can shuffle these around if we need to. I can move everything over 1 and get a wall round. Not that bothered about walling anything other than these 3, though, to be honest. Maybe the vault and the marketplace at some point, but... Alright, another trader. I see you coming over the mountain. Good stuff. How busy are you guys? Right, pretty much full. Pretty much full. A lot of travel time. I think we get in another composter. It's amazing how many of these you actually need. Is that under resources? Yep. Let's get one more. And then we'll just wait for this trader to come in. And hopefully they'll have everything I want to give or sell or buy or whatever. Iron, that would be good. 76. Let me see. They are buying candles, but there's not much we kind of need from them, which is a shame. Part of me is tempted to get another barn. Look at that. We've already got 96 beer in. I'm going to go straight 500 to store, by the way. I think I can get away with selling all of our candles, at least for now. 2.5k in there. I think that's kind of what... Yeah. As I say, tempted to get another cow shed in and just turn up cheese making, potentially. Don't know. We're now up to 6 on the horses as well. It would be extra... both milk and meat, you know. Either way, though, we'll try and get as many fish from there as we can. We'll let the ones as we add in just kind of tick up and see where we're at. I think that is okay, though. Wheat levels are okay. Flax has gone down a bit. Wax is good. Honey's good. I think most things are in a good way, if I'm honest. I think the iron production will bump up, though, now that we've got this guy in, right? So let's go straight for 4 in that one as well. And let me just take a quick look. I think we're good across the board, aren't we? We are. So I don't need to worry too much about it. So I can let that iron just kind of tick up. I think by next year we will have the tier 4. And I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that one in the meantime. Because we still do need to wait for 10 pop, so why not? There is a 4th trader coming in as well. That is really good. I might, just part of me wants to buy in a bit of food. Cheese is at a reduced rate, so should we go ahead and buy some in? I think so. Let's go ahead. Probably get another month's worth of food there to get a migration, which we did get a month's worth of food. Lovely. And I do fully expect a good amount of pickling. Let's go maybe one more in there as well. There's a lot of tweaking I like to do just whilst we kind of flick through. They will kind of go down as the year ends, but I'm just looking here and I see a hell of a lot of root vegetables that we can turn into food, preserved food, so it is worth kind of looking at. Let's look at trader number 2. So they are buying soap. Okay, let me see. Root of the first tree. I don't think we need that. I will definitely sell the soap. So always ticking up with good money then. No iron though. I would have took both raw and thingy, but I don't think we need the raw now. That should be good. Just ignore the monthly change. The main number is going up, look, as you see, so it's a little bit delayed. It goes on previous month, I believe, so that iron isn't quite there. Part of me wants to sell off my swords as well, so I might transfer some of these in. Thinking about maybe just keeping some. I don't think we're going to use them. I want the heavy weapons, so I think we managed to fix this house as well. Just about at 60% exact with that, but if I upgrade this one right here, it should be good. And yeah, I think it's probably worth us looking at the farm then. So let's go ahead and get a max farm this way. As I say, I'm not sure where the housing will go. I think I might just squeeze around the theatre. Like it won't be like efficient, but at the same time, it'll be worth it, I think. So please don't hate me for it. I just want to make it look nice. And as I say, this is going to be the max 12 by 12 farm again. That is on top of the clay deposit, actually. And I think I might need that. 1,400. I'm going to risk it. I think there's one at the top, if I remember correctly. If I come up here... No, it's over here, isn't it? We do have this, yeah, so we'll go here. That's fine. And then we'll be on to the infinites afterwards. If we even get that late into it, to be fair. Like, they might last long enough. We shall see. I'm going to do something here. I'm going to move this theatre down to the point where it's not going to affect desirability. I'm going to pop it there. And I want to pave and do a couple of benches to the side. So you go through the park. Then you have your benches either side. And then maybe an ornamental tree or two. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet. I may even do ornamental trees coming up to it. Yeah, I'll make sure I get this upgraded whilst we're kind of working on that. A bit of stone going through there. Let's just check all of the smaller roads around here and make sure they're getting done as well. Pretty sure we're good. The answer's yes, we're in good standing. I think it's just that bit there. So all should be fine. Wood is still really good, so I'm not kind of wasting any effort pushing that out any further at the moment. I think that is fine. Just make sure these veggies and stuff get pickled up now. Right, slowly going up on the metal. And the iron is still going up. Yeah, I thought so. Just going to be coal now, isn't it? Alright, rather than building another coal pit, I'm going to actually burn firewood. So we have a lot of it, and they keep turning off, so I think we're okay. And I'm going to make use of what we have here, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and plunk one of these guys down. We're just going to start burning up some to get the coal. I think that's what's slowing iron production down. If I look here, the number's always low, right? And we're using coal in a lot now. So I think, yeah, just seen it dip. So this is kind of pausing this. Then if I look here, they can't do anything. Not you, sorry. But this uses coal in here to make the tools. And then they use coal for smelting the iron bars. So it gets a bit, yeah, as you can see, they can't do anything until they get coal in. So let's make sure this is done, guys. Yeah, it looks like we're about to hit year 24, so everything's going pretty solidly, to be fair. I've just been slowly transferring things in as well. That beer is almost full in there already as well. But there we go, officially into it. And did I get... I did. So we have the 4 towers kind of surrounding now. So next attack there is a much better defense. And traders are now coming in. You don't have anything, do you? You've got iron? Iron ore. Coal, that would do. Miners out of ore. Slow. Okay, sand officially gone. Let's go ahead and salvage that one out. That's fine. We're almost on the tier 4, so we'll have the deep ones done. Anyway, back to the trader. Let me just see. You got any sand? I think we're okay on sand. 724, so it should last a little bit longer. Don't think there's anything. Like, if these were reduced rate, I'd buy in the plate mail soon, but not a lot we can do just yet. So this trader hasn't got anything for me. We're over the 402. We just need the iron. And charcoal kiln is 7 pieces of stone away. I have got it prioritized, so as soon as they harvest it, it will be going in. And there it is, guys. Come on. It's ready for you. Go and build it. There we go. Right. I think I'll leave 2 in there just to see how we get on. I don't want to go too crazy on this, but that should start pumping out this to get us enough iron. We're 24 pieces away. So I may also just... Let's just pause this for a moment. Let's just get what we need. Another trader coming in. We're getting unlucky with the stuff we need to buy, but just pausing that should stop us using some. So I keep a close eye and just see. And then let's just see what he's got. Well, he's buying beer. That's always a good thing. Not much else, though. Books we could sell. I don't think we want anything else. No. See, furniture, 59 a pop, and we're just not making them yet. This is cool, though. We'll sell all that beer. Making a good amount of gold from him. So that's fine. And if we want, we could buy in some other foods and stuff. I don't think it's needed. We've kind of fixed our food problem now, so not that it was much of a problem. We've also got the swords to sell, so I'm going to go ahead and sell all of those. That's actually all of his gold gone, so there we go. 5.8k in the bank there. I'll probably just leave it there for now. 131 iron. Come on. All right, officially 9 away. We're almost there. We just got to wait for each month to kind of tick. So when we hit this, I think that might be enough. Plenty of gold in the bank as well. I've got so much I want to upgrade afterwards. It looks like... Okay, you're out of a heavy tool. That's fine. We've got them in... We got 3. I'm not making any at the moment, so I've got to be careful I don't use them all up. But I did just go back down. No idea why. Not sure what else we're using. Oh, Cooper. Cooper uses them as well. Damn it. Forgot about that. Right, we'll reduce that down. Come on, guys. You got to be making more. Let's get it going. Smash out the charcoal kiln. So they are getting on with this farm. It's going to take a long time. It's funny that the clay pit doesn't really affect desirability once we're here, right? I don't know if that stays after we've kind of taken it as well. Be interesting to see, won't it? I'm going to move this across to encompass those greens instead as well. So we've got enough for the basket. Still waiting on this iron. 146. I have turned off the Cooper temporarily to try and get them in. So almost there. I will have this upgrade. And there it is. Boom. Get it on. I've hit it. Lovely. That's perfect. So what I'm going to do is make sure that's prioritized. It's exactly what I wanted to do. And then I can hit this upgrade on the park. So this should ping a few of these houses up. And then hopefully we'll have probably 5 or 6 that are going to hit tier 4 pretty much straight away. So I'm going to allow this to go through. It shouldn't take them long to build it because they are right by all the resources. We shall see. Yes, I haven't looked away, guys. Here I am. Just watching this. I am going to turn this down a little bit now. I think we can chill on that front. And I'm going to go ahead and turn these guys back on. Just to make sure we are producing what we want. And then we'll keep the 6 in there. That should be fine. It was just down to coal anyway, but here it is. Boom. I haven't yet to see the tier 5, so I'm excited to see what it looks like. I really am. But there we have it. Look at this. Boom. Look how many houses just insta-upgrade. I didn't quite realise I was ready for this many. To be fair, I misjudged. It's tier 5 that won't quite be ready, but actually, tier 4... Pretty much every house is good to go. It's going to cost us a fair bit, but that is also going to give us a lot of income and a lot of this. So that brings spices in. But guys, thank you so much for joining me. That is the end of today's. If you could just hit the thumbs up for me, subscribe if you aren't already, and drop a little hello in the comments. It really does go really, really far. And it's a weird thing to ask, but it does help me and it costs nothing. Take it easy, guys. I'll see you in the next one.